Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Her Green Path, and my name is Lisa, and thank you for joining me today for a video. Today's video is going to be my what I'm growing for year 2023 gardening. I have actually been a gardener for about 7 years, but I haven't made a video about my gardening before, so I decided that I would like to make a channel about my gardening journey. And since I had a really good garden last year, I thought I would like to show everybody how my garden grows, and it's something that I really enjoy doing more every year. And I actually have two gardens, one at my home and one at my boyfriend's house, that I am using for larger items like squashes and stuff like that. So I have two gardens. The one at home is a small area garden. It's at the south side of my house, and it is made up of raised beds. They're kind of in-ground raised beds, if that makes any sense. I will show you guys once all of the snow has melted. I am in the prairies of Canada in Zone 3B, so we are pretty much halfway through winter. Maybe. So I think about May is when I am able to actually get stuff in the ground. Seeds can go in about middle of May, and tomatoes and peppers can usually get in about the end of May once our last frost has passed. This year it's supposed to be on the 23rd, but for the last 2 years it has been on the 31st. So I don't actually get stuff in the ground until June, very, very early June. Anyway, so that's just a little bit of a background on me and my gardening. So I will, of course, show you my seeds here, and we will start with, well, okay, so I have this little container that I got at Walmart, and I've got these two, they're like pencil holders that I got at the dollar store. I usually have a separate, like I wouldn't take this whole thing out into the garden with me. I would just take the small one for the stuff that I'm going to plant in, like in seeds in the ground. This is just seeds that I'm using to start, which will be probably in about March 21st-ish is when I'll start my tomatoes and pepper seeds. This one I'll take out into the garden in May when I can do my beans and my beets and my carrots and all that stuff. So I have this one that has the majority of the seeds that I do grow, and then this one's just one is a box that I've taken these seeds and put them in here just kind of as a quick thing to take with me. Plus these ones don't fit in here. So I have two. I have one that goes at my boyfriend's garden and one that stays with me at home. And so that's basically what I have. I don't have one of those big photo cases like everybody has, because I honestly don't have that many seeds. I don't have that much room to grow that much stuff, and I only grow what I eat. So that's very limited. Usually it's going to consist of beets, carrots, peppers, tomatoes, peas, cucumbers, and zucchinis and squashes, but those are in a separate garden like I mentioned. So without any more blabbing, I am going to show you the seeds that are in here and what I'm going to be growing, plus what's in my collection for these seeds here. So again, these are going to be peppers, tomatoes, herbs, flowers, and something else. I don't know. So anyway, let's start here. One of these containers, I think it is, not that one. This one has indeterminate tomatoes in it. Now, I have decided that I don't have the space for indeterminate tomatoes because they get way too big, and they're a lot of work to maintain. So I've decided that I will no longer be growing indeterminate tomatoes. I'm just going to do determinate bush variety tomatoes because they work a lot better for me and I still get the right amount of tomatoes that I need. Not too many, not enough, just the right amount. So this case has indeterminate seeds in it. I'm trying to get rid of these in swaps. So I'm not going to go through this one because it's irrelevant. So let's start with my peppers. So, and you'll notice that some of these, the pictures have been cut out off the packages. And the reason why that is because I've taken the pictures and I've put them in my garden journal to let me see what I'm growing. I'll show you my garden journal on another video, but that's why these are like this. So these are Carmen peppers from last year's garden. These are saved seeds. I also have some Corno de Toro peppers. They're also saved seeds from last year. And I'll explain those more as we go here. I have peperoncini, peppers from M.I. Gardener. I have not grown these yet. This is the first year that I will be trying these peppers. So this is the original Carmen pepper that these saved seeds came from. This is from Vessi Seeds. What attracted me to this is it says it's a top pick on it is the it ripens early. I had never grown an Italian sweet pepper before until this, and oh my gosh, these are very, very, very good and prolific. And they're perfect if you like chicken quesadillas and you want to chop up some peppers that aren't bell peppers. Try these ones. They are fantastic. So I definitely am going to be growing these every single year. I recommend these. I also have some sweet sunset banana peppers. These are also, this is a TNT Seeds from Winnipeg. This is their seeds. These are just saved seeds from the peppers that I've done from previous years. I really, really like these ones. This year I'm not going to be doing these because I had so many last year. I still have some to use up from last year for this year. So I'm not going to do these ones this year. This is a, it's an ornamental chili pepper from TNT Seeds. It's like a bush variety pepper with, they can grow red, orange, yellow. It's very, very pretty. They're not spicy, and you can use the peppers to ground into chili flakes. They have no spice to them at all, but they're really a pretty addition to the garden. So that's why I got these. These are paprika peppers. This I got in a seed swap, and I've never grown paprika peppers before, so I thought I would give it a try this year. So I will be doing those. These are from Johnny's Seeds. This is the Aura F1 organic hybrid sweet pepper. I believe this one has been discontinued now from Johnny's, so I'm super excited that I still have seeds from it because this was a fantastic pepper. Its sister plant is the Glow F1 organic pepper. So this one is, what color is this one? This one's yellow and this one's orange. These are both fantastic seeds. I think they still have Glow, I'm not sure, but I know Aura has now been discontinued. I also have from Heritage Harvest Seed Ancho Poblano peppers. I've never grown these before, so this year I'm actually going to be trying them for my first time as well. I also have another paprika pepper. This is a giant sweet paprika pepper. Now I haven't decided which one I'm going to do this year, if I'm going to just do the paprika or the giant one. Probably the giant one because I really like big peppers. So I think this one will be another one that I grow this year. These are just, of course, saved seeds from the Aura. I say Aura or Glow because I can't remember which one was in here. So it's kind of like a surprise pepper seed bag, but I got enough seeds to keep me going there if one was the other. One is one or the other, sorry. I also have a red bull's horn pepper. I tried to grow this last year and I didn't even get any peppers off of the plant. It was kind of small, but I think it kind of got shaded out by one of my Roma tomato plants. So I'm not growing, well, no, am I growing this one again? I think I'm going to try this one again this year. So we'll see how that works. And it's from West Coast Seeds. I also have some candy cane peppers that I got from a friend. I'm not going to be doing these ones again this year. They're 2 years old already, but maybe I'll do it next year. I don't know. These ones I just got from the Incredible Seed Company, and one is the red Marconi pepper, and the other one is the Aconcagua pepper. They're both sweet Italian peppers, and I won't be doing these this year because I've already set my plan and I don't want to redo it 50 times because of new seeds. So definitely these are going to be grown next year. This is supposed to be a huge pepper, so I'm excited to try this one next year. And lastly, I got the Escamillo pepper from Vessie's. It is a yellow partner to the Carmen pepper, which was this one here. So this is the red version, this is the yellow version. So next year I'll be doing the yellow version. I'll probably be doing both of these. So those are my pepper seeds that I am going to be growing this year. So let's just get these back into the box and let's move on to something else. Okay, so let's go on to my squashes and pumpkins. Now, not everything in here is going to be grown this year because I don't have enough room. So I did receive some pumpkin seeds in swaps, and this I have Howden pumpkins. I got these in a swap last year in springtime from, what was it? Can't remember the name of the swap. I also have a small sugar pumpkin. This is a pie style heirloom. And I did plant this last year. Excuse me, I'm not editing that out. I did plant this one last year. However, I don't think it was a small sugar pumpkin. It definitely did not grow like a small sugar pumpkin. It could have possibly been cross-pollinated by something, but anyway, it was a good pumpkin. I made great pies out of it. I also have a white pumpkin that came from a swap. I also have Long Island cheese pumpkin from M.I. Gardner. I did plant this last year, but I did not get one fruit off of the vine. I was kind of disappointed in this. I'm not going to grow it this year, but perhaps next year I might try again on this one. So I also have here the Winter Luxury Pumpkin. This is another pie pumpkin. I did grow these last year. I think I got 5 fantastic pumpkins out of these, and they were excellent for pies. So I do recommend the Winter Luxury Pumpkin. This is a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I made these little envelopes myself. I bought these a few years back, probably about 3 years ago, and I just put the seeds in my own little package. I have not grown these ones. I also have more jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. Here I have a sweetmeat squash. I grew this last year. I got 1 squash out of it, and it is fantastic. 1 squash. But it was really good, and the squash actually smells like melon, and I didn't know that, and it was really great when I was cutting it up. I was like, oh, it smells like a honeydew melon. No, honeydew cantaloupe. It's really cool. Actually looked like a cantaloupe too. I'm not going to grow this again this year, but it was good. I recommend it. Now these are a bunch of just little seeds that I was going to plant in my boyfriend's garden but never did. I have honey nut, I have honeyberry acorn squash. I also have gourds. These are really, really old seeds. I doubt that they'll ever germinate. These were probably 10 years old, but whatever. I still have them in here. I have one white scallop squash that I am going to be planting this year because my friend raves about them. And so I am going to be planting this one little seed, and I hope that it does germinate. I also have, what is this here? This is butternut squash, came from a swap. Honeybear acorn squash. I did grow these last year, I believe. But by the time I got to eating them, they had gone moldy, so they didn't really store all that well, I don't think. This also came from another squash. It's a Hubbard squash and Hollis pumpkin seeds. And there's more honey nut squash. I got a lot of honey nut squash. Like, where are my other seeds? I had some other ones here that I had saved a while back, and like I have so many. West Coast seeds. I have delicata squash. I have not grown this yet. I don't know why I don't grow this. I have a lot of it. I have more from a swap that I got. I'm not growing it this year. Don't know why. I might. More butternut squash, more early butternut squash. This is West Coast Seeds acorn squash mashed potatoes. Now, I did grow this last year. I grew 2 plants of this, and I got probably about 20 of these buggers. And they're really, really, really good. I have to say, when they say that when you cook it and you mash it up, it really does, and it does look and taste like mashed potatoes. So these were good. I'm not growing them again this year because I wanted to just try them last year, and I still have some in a box that I have to use up. Hey, look, more butternut squash. Midnight No Chase zucchini. This is from TNT Seeds. I grew this once 2 years ago. I got 1 zucchini off of it. So I'm trying it again this year to see if I can do better. I also have more acorn squashes here that I got from a swap. And lastly, I have the birdhouse gourd from Emma Gardner. I had the intentions of growing this last year, but I never did get it grown because I didn't have a place to put it. It's supposed to go, I guess, up a trellis, and I didn't have a trellising system that I was able to use for this. So I still don't, and I won't be growing it again this year because I haven't grown it yet. Okay, let's put all these back and let's move on to something else. And that's probably not going to close. Okay, so what else do we got in here? These are my herbs. I have more somewhere else. I just don't know where they are right now. So I got this from Vessie's. This is Simply Rosemary. I have started these right now because this takes a long time for, rosemary takes a long time to germinate. And these are supposed to be pelleted seeds, but to me, I think they've all broken. Like, I think they're supposed to be in some sort of like ball form, but it looks like they've broken in half or something. I don't know. They don't look like they're supposed to, but I've planted them anyway to see how they do. I planted 3 of these, and hopefully I can get some rosemary. I also have from the dollar store Valley Green Parsley Dark Leaf Green Italian Basil. This is fantastic. Even though it's from the dollar store, it just goes and goes and goes and goes. You cut it, it grows again. You cut it, it grows again. It's amazing, and it's tasty. So I'm growing this again this year. I also got a whole bunch of Genovese basil. This will last me probably my whole life. Yeah, and this came from a swap, so I'm growing this. I also have from Mackenzie Seeds cinnamon basil. I tried growing this last year, and I actually didn't even use it. It was just in the garden, so I never actually used it. I'm not going to grow it this year, but I do really like the smell of this stuff. It does smell very fantastic. I have a few packages of dark opal basil. I've never grown dark opal basil before, so this is going to be a new thing in my garden this year. I'm not sure exactly which package I'm going to use, but one of these will be grown this year. And And lastly, for the herbs, I have lemon basil, which I absolutely love this stuff. I'm going to be growing it again this year because I just love the smell of lemon. Anything lemon, I'm on board. So this was fantastic last year. I didn't actually use it in cooking, but I did just grow it because it smelled like lemon. All right, so let's move on here. Trying to get this quickly done. Okay, so let's go on to which one will take the longest. Probably the tomatoes. Okay, so this is my determinate variety of tomatoes. And let's see, ooh, 20 minutes already. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so these I got at Dollarama. These are Tiny Tim tomatoes. Absolutely love these things. They are only good for me personally in pots. I can't seem to grow them anywhere else but in pots, so that's where they go. I also have, now this is kind of dumb, but because I cut the picture off, this is Mountain Princess tomato. It's from Blazing Star Wildflower and Seed Company. They are out of Aberdeen, Saskatchewan. And I'm growing these this year. I've never grown Mountain Princess before, so I'm going to try it. This is just a Manitoba tomato that I got from Mackenzie Seeds. It did fantastic last year. I think for my growing area, these were bred to grow in cooler climates. So these are really, really good. Another awesome tomato is from Vessi Seeds. It's called the Primo Red Early Beefsteak Tomato. These are wonderful. I cannot rave about these enough. If you ever want a really good early beefsteak tomato, try the Primo Red. They're fantastic and they're determinate. These are pretty old. These are probably about 4 or 5 years old. They're Early Girl hybrid bush tomatoes. I didn't have good luck with these. This is going to be the third time I'm trying these, but these are going to go on the ground this time. I've only ever done them in pots, and I cannot grow tomatoes in pots because they just don't do well. So I've decided that every tomato that I'm growing is going to go in the ground, probably because they like cool roots, and because sometimes it gets pretty hot where I am in the summer. It's hard to keep them watered enough in pots. So I'm going to try these for a third time in the ground, and hopefully they do better than they have in the past. These are some micro dwarf tomatoes that I have got from Growers Blend Gardens. I think it's Melanie. Is it Melanie or Melissa? I can't remember her name. I do apologize. So this is just a variety of different micro dwarf tomatoes. They can grow in pots. They're very small, really cute. And I did grow some last year and they did well. So these here are just some save seeds from friends. I got some Lemon Boy tomatoes. These are fantastic. I absolutely love Lemon Boys. I'm not growing them this year because I wanted to try some other varieties. And then I have Sweet Millions. I planted one of these accidentally in my boyfriend's garden, and oh my gosh, there are millions of tomatoes that come off this thing. It was a mystery plant because it grew and I didn't know what it was. And then I realized it was a Sweet Millions. So these are pretty good. Okay, so these are some of the ones that I'm not going to be growing this year. The Crimson Sprinter, just because I've planned on other varieties, but this may be a contender for next year. I also, these are from M.I. Gardener, 42-day tomato. Ace 55 I did try last year. I wasn't able to get it to germinate, so maybe next year. So this is a Primo Roma tomato. I got this from a friend. I think she got it from Heritage Harvest Seeds, or it could have been West Coast Seeds. I'm not quite sure. These were fantastic. These are the only Roma tomatoes that I will ever grow. Primo Roma tomatoes. They're fantastic, and these are safe seeds. I made sure I had lots. And of course, I have a San Marzano tomato that I got from a swap. I wanted to try the new Viva Italia from Lindenberg Seeds. I did grow these. They were okay. Weren't as good as the other ones. They didn't make the list for this year for sure, but they were okay. Another one that I should be doing this year is Gold Nugget, but the Early Girl beat it out next year for sure. More Tiny Tim seeds that were saved. I also have a smaller, I think this is like a dwarf tomato from Blazing Star Seed Company. It's called Ham's Gelby. Not quite sure. Another one that I will be doing this year is the Roadster tomato. I do have this coming right now from M.I. Gardener, but I just have this package to show you because these are seeds that I took from a friend last year. I have 2 more in there. They are going in the garden this year, and I'm hoping the best for germination. I love these. I will always have these in my garden. Roadster tomatoes are awesome. Oh, and look at that. There's more saved seeds. I forgot. Lots of Roadsters. Marglobe tomato. I got this from a swap from Leah's Leaves. These are fantastic. They did so well. So many great tomatoes. Absolutely love them. Got more coming from M.I. Gardener. Definitely growing these this year. This is a seed called Bobcat that I got from TNT or Vessie's. One of those two. Very, very good. This is a bush beefsteak tomato. Didn't have good luck with this one. I'm not giving it another try. Just a usual Roma tomato. These actually did pretty good. I have a chocolate champion tomato from Blazing Star. I also have the Siberian and the Arctic Rose. I think I'm doing Siberian this year. I did Arctic Rose last year. Wasn't happy with it in a pot. Will try it again maybe next year in the ground. I really like this company, by the way. Got more Tiny Tims. Rio Grande. This is a semi-determinate, I believe. Yeah, semi-determinate tomato. It did get a little taller. It didn't go all too crazy. These were fantastic. So it was a toss-up between the Primo Roma and this one this year and the Primo Roma one. But I would definitely grow this again next year. I also have the Early Cascade from M.I. Gardener. Not growing this one. No, am I? Yes, I am. I am growing this one this year. I have a yellow pear cherry tomato that I saved seeds from my boyfriend's neighbor. Never tried them. San Marzano. I also have some Petit Mondu from a seed swap. We'll try these next year. I also have the Celebrity Hybrid. I bought these last year, and then I realized that the seed was from 2020. So they're already 3 years old. By the time I get these planted, they'll be 4 years old. We'll see how they do. I also got Valley Green tomatoes. These are Starfire Improved. This is from the dollar store. I also have Sun Sugar Hybrid cherry tomatoes. These are indeterminate. They get really, really tall. But boy, are these suckers good. Oh yeah, yum, yum, yum. I also have a Health Kick Roma tomato. These are fantastic. They do get pretty tall and very big because they are indeterminate. And I have the Sun Golds. Now, I really, really want to grow these. However, they are indeterminate and I don't have a spot for them right now. So maybe next year I can do a little finagling in the garden and see if I can fit these in somewhere because I really, really want to grow these. I hear so many good things about them, and I got them because I was able to find them here from Renee's garden, and they were really, really sounded good. So I want to do these eventually. This is from my boyfriend's sister's garden. I don't know what kind of tomato it is, but they tasted good. I have a Cherokee purple tomato. This is an indeterminate, I believe. It should not be in here, but whatever. And then I just have a bush beefsteak tomato from the dollar store. So those are all the determinate varieties of tomatoes that I do have. I'm always looking for more. Yeah. Okay, so let's get that shut. Okay, so the last thing, well, second last thing I'm going to show you before this video gets way too long. We're going on a half an hour here. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's quickly go through some of the, uh-oh, I got some seeds. Oh no. Oh no. I got some little baby seeds escaping here and I don't know where they belong to. That's not good. Little baby ones. Anyway, I got some asparagus in a another swap. I did manage to get some grown last year. About 3 came up, so I'm gonna hopefully they made it for this year. I'll see if they come up again. I'm gonna plant some more. I have Mexican sunflowers that I got in a swap. I am going to be growing these in my boyfriend's garden. I've made a medicinal herbal garden that I'm going to be working on this year. I also have some American Arnica or Meadow Sweet, I think. I'm not sure. I have some clary sage. I also have some lemon balm. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this year because I need to find a big enough container to put it in because I don't want it to go everywhere. Oh, there's the bad boy right there. It's the spearmint that's escaping. Heirloom spearmint. I'm gonna just keep that to the side so I can fix that. I also have some stinging nettle. This one I'm not going to do this year because I need a spot for it that won't take over everything. I also have some delphinium, Magic Mountain mix. These are perennials. Butterfly flower, orange shades, perennial, or milkweed. Love this stuff. I'm definitely growing this year. Things I'm going to be starting on the 21st of April, sorry. Okay, here's where some of my herbs went. I've got the dark opal basil, flat leaf parsley. This is the Dulce Fresca Italian basil that I got from T&T. This stuff is fantastic, so I'm definitely growing more. Genovese basil and anise hyssop is going to be started in my boyfriend's garden. I've got some cilantro. Vervain. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try some marshmallow. I am learning about medicinal herbs because I think it's great that we can use that kind of thing to help us with health problems and just be healthier. And using teas and stuff like that. Of course, doing your homework and knowing the medical stuff and not being able to use it with certain drugs or whatever, all that fascinates me. So I'm looking forward to that. So then I love marigolds. They're like my favorite flower besides zinnias. So I have a huge variety of marigolds here. I have the Durango Bolero that I got from T&T. I also have the Superhero Spry Mix. I have the Fireball Mix from Mackenzie. From Lindenberg, I have the Queen Sophia. These are beautiful and they get so big. One seed, holy moly. Lots of beautiful flowers. I have the Sparky Mixed. This I got at the dollar store. And as well, this one I got, where did I get this one? From Dutch Growers in Saskatchewan. From Livingston, I got the Jolly Jester Marigold. I've never grown this before, so I am going to do that this year. And lastly, I have some white sage. I have columbine and columbine. So I'm going to be putting these in my medicinal garden too. These are for the pollinators and they look pretty. Okay, so let's quickly, I'm trying to rush here. So sometimes they don't let you download a certain amount of time for videos. So in the home garden this year, for things not started earlier, I'm going to be planting the Fort Portugal jade bean. I got this in a swap. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a climbing bean and it's used for drying, so I love dried beans for soups and stuff. I also have the Emirate pole bean from T&T Seeds. This is my absolute favorite pole bean to grow. They're not stringy and they taste fantastic and they freeze excellent. I also have from T&T Seeds, I have Summer Crisp. Never know how to pronounce that. Pelleted lettuce seeds. This is my favorite lettuce and one I grow every single year. Another thing that I grow every year is the Sweeter Yet English cucumber. It is a vining cucumber that you can trellis, that trellises very nicely. I also got this from T&T Seeds. Here is a old gnarled pack of Detroit dark red beets. Love these. I usually plant Merlins, but I ran out. So this year it's going to be the Detroit Dark Reds. Another mangled package. This is probably going on its 3rd or 4th year. This is the Royal Chantenay carrots. I absolutely love these. They're fantastic. I get excellent yields every single year. So I'm going to be growing this one again until this package is done. And then I may or may not get a different variety. And lastly, I have the Persian baby cucumbers called Green Fingers. These are absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to be getting these, or growing these again this year. Okay, and lastly, what's going in my boyfriend's garden is a little bit of mishmash of a whole bunch of stuff. Sugar pie pumpkins are my favorite to grow. I'm going to be doing these. These were saved from a pumpkin that I got from somebody at a market, I think, but they were really good, so I'm gonna try those. Here is the Midnight Noche zucchini. Gonna try doing spaghetti squash this year. Never ever grown it before. These guys, I'm excited to do these ones. They're little baby pumpkins. They're so cute. I think I'm gonna try doing these this year. I also got some Kentucky Wonder, I think these are bush beans, from a friend. I was gonna do them last year, never did. They're going in the garden this year. I also have Slenderette beans I got in another swap, and there's 7 in here, so I think I'm just going to throw them in the garden, see what happens. Yellow bush beans, these are old. I'm just going to throw them in, see what happens. It's the throw in and see what happens garden. I also have Royal Burgundy bush beans, something that is not in the package here. No, I don't have it. I'm also going to be growing Barlotti beans. That big bag is in my shed right now. I totally forgot about it. But anyway, that's another bean that I'm going to be growing. Okay, getting down to the last stuff here. Rainbow carrot mix. See what happens. There's Danvers. There's another carrot mix that I got in a swap. I also have dragon carrots. Never heard of those before. I think those are purple, maybe. These can go in the garden. I have a rainbow beets blend. I have Touchstone Gold, and I have the Kyojia beets as well. These are fantastic, and they don't dye everything purple. So these are definitely going to be grown again. Okay guys, so that is all I'm growing and some of the seeds that I have in my collection. If this was a video that you did enjoy watching, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, I would love to have you here. Thank you again for watching. Bye.